Hey there, Libra. Come on in. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Noders. I'm calling in the higher vibrationals today as well for your reading. What that means is people that are living with purpose. They're on their soul path, right? So if you're not on the higher vibrational North Node path, you might be on the South Node, which means we could be talking about you. So you're going to have to decipher all of that. Outdoors, something about outdoors. I'm not taking cards yet, but I thought I would show you what fell out. All right, let's get down, my Libra friends. Come on in. Spirit guides, universe, angels, ancestors, possible friends of Libras who may have passed over, and the higher galactic beings that might be overseeing this act of divination. After all, please come in and give us a message for their best and highest good in a way that we can all understand. Please and thank you. Show me what I need to see. Y'all, what's going on here? What's going on with Libras this week, eh? Thank you to all the newer watchers, viewers, subscribers, sharers, commenters. I really appreciate it. If it wasn't for all of you that watch, even the returning viewers, of course, right? If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't waste my time, right? But I do this because I've really seriously been through it in my life, enough to the point where I felt, okay, if I can help someone else out there or help guide them or whatever that is, so they don't go through what I went through, then, here I am. So I'm just hoping to help people. These are free messages, very general readings, for people across the planet. So just know that, right? Don't forget to flip-flop your energies each and every time you feel fit. Just don't force it, right? Show me what I need to see. When I get a bunch, I pull the one on the bottom, right? Purple. Something about purple, past to present energies. Might be somebody's favorite color, maybe. Abuse. Uh-oh. That's in your present for the next few weeks. Some sort of abuse. Could be mental abuse, physical, emotional. It could be financial abuse. There's all kinds of it. We know a lot of, you get my idea, right? Purple. Somebody might be so angry that they're not read their purple. I'm not sure. Holistic medication. That's nice. Holistic healing, right? Hello to everybody popping in and out. That's going to be crowning you for 2 or 3 weeks anyway. You'll know when these cards play out. My readings are timeless. So if you see a video from 3 years ago and it pertains to you, then so be it, right? Show me, I need 2 more cards and we can move on. Purple, abuse, and holistic medication. Holistic herbs, doing things naturally, that kind of thing. Trash. This is your hope, fear, challenge, and homework column. Yeah, well, if I'm on the right idea here, they are a piece of trash, whoever this is, but maybe somebody just needs to take the trash out. Show me one more. Oops, okay. Peacock. This has been coming out a lot. I like it. Peacocks, back in the old days, the Renaissance days and all of that, peacocks, kings and queens and people that owned manors, they would love to have peacocks on their property. It was a symbol of, maybe royalty or even mysticism and beauty and grace, all of that. So is somebody strutting their stuff maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe it's just somebody's favorite bird. You can place it. I don't have to reach, right? You can discern your way through everything. And I tell people, especially in today's day, you gotta question everything. No kidding. Ending. You're pretending that it's not ending, but it's time to let go and make a fresh start. You or them, right? You can flip it and flop it. Purple is right under it. Maybe it's somebody's favorite color. False hope tries to sell you a pipe dream. No substance, evasive. Yeah, this is really right over the abuse column and the holistic medication problem. I mean, column. Maybe this is a problem. But you know, the abuse of it, maybe somebody's invading somebody's space a little too much. I'm kind of getting with that evasive word here, but we're gonna find out anyway. Give me 2 more cards, please, and we can move on to my tarot. Escape. Love is an emotional escape for you. Be sure you're getting involved for the right reasons. I'm feeling like somebody even is afraid to admit their own feelings, maybe, or maybe, you know, they don't show their empathy or their feeling or something, or it's an emotional escape. They're using love as an excuse when it's not real. Possibly even, I'm feeling. Controlling, needs to be right all the time. Possessive, jealous lover. Peacock right under this. Yeah, somebody's controlling. Yeah, sometimes that control is not good, eh? You know, somebody abuses that control with the abuse card here. Yeah. We got Princess of Pentacles reversed. Very unnurturing here. And I say that because when you look at this card, there's like a little clamshell or an oyster shell or whatever that is. There's a little guy in there. You know what I mean? And it's like she's not really nurturing it or listening to it, right? Maybe not listening to your intuition. This is a water card. Something's purple. It may be an opportunity that we don't want, or we may be thinking about ending, because I see the ending card there, right? This is after that one. So anywho, I got Knight of Pentacles reversed. This is my Thoth Tarot deck, by the way. Queen of Wands reversed. The Temperance card. And I have Six of Wands. The Lust card. Okay, yeah. Yeah, somebody, this is, yeah, I do get the devil energy sometimes out of this lust card, because it's just, lust is always, you know, enough, right? Lusting for something can be a very fine line, but here I'm thinking drive, but then up here, when I look at this card, when I felt unnurturing, which is one of the first things that or uncaring, right? Or not listening. But then there's this less, yeah, so something's purple with that. You know, Knight of Pentacles, stopping the opportunity or the messages, abuse right over this, and false hope, which tries to sell you a pipe dream. Yeah, I think you're like thinking of ending something that's no longer serving you, you know, or someone is. It's all about healing and balance, right? This controlling card over here, jealous lover, possessive. I'm not sure. Somebody's a peacock. They're like maybe in their ego. I just heard someone. But trash is right over temperance, which is the hope, fear, challenge, and homework column. So trash and balancing and healing from the shit, you know, from the crap, right? There's a victory there. You could be in the public eye or do something in the community, right? Peacock right over, controlling, jealous lover. Somebody needs to stop being so controlling. They need to back off a bit. They're trying to control too much. We can never control everything, whatever this is, you know, the abuse of it, you know, this high priestess here turned down. Somebody could be against this person that's connected with some sort of knowledge, someone that's standing in their spirituality or whatever, right? Someone, they either don't like them, they don't, whatever that is, but they're stopping the messages, they don't want them anymore, or somebody doesn't. Dead center in the reading, losing drive, losing passion, right? Holistic medication right over this. Now, that's a very natural remedy. So, something about this in the next couple weeks, right? Queen of Wands down. There's no drive. So there's like, I feel like someone, whoever may be a leader or whatever that could be to you, maybe is losing the drive. They're not managing things well, possibly, right? So here is Five of Swords down with trash. People are over worried or overly controlling. It's enough. That's what this is saying. you know Somebody is so in their mind, trying to escape from something and control something, that whatever that is that they're trying to control is probably not good for you anyway, is what I'm feeling, right? Here's the Death card. Controlling. This is ending. This is rebirth, right? This is shedding skin, and transforming and transmutation. And by the way, everyone on this planet is under the Death card energy in some way, somehow, because we're in the number 9 year, right? I've been teaching this through my readings as we've been going on. We're also in the year of justice, and in the eastern side of the world, it's the year of the snake, or the wood snake, actually. But snake is shedding skin, which again is the Death card. So you may be having it hard, but know that it is the times. We're living in very historical, interesting times, and biblical. A lot of people believe, and I wouldn't be surprised. I kind of believe it myself, right? This is Eight of Cups down. So dealing with a lot of the this is like debauchery. Yeah, I feel like somebody's leaving something or thinking about it. It's ending. Somebody's pretending it's not, but it is, you know. Um, maybe they're refusing or denying something. Yeah, that's what I was just saying anyway. So that could be, you know, holding on. Yeah, they don't want to let go, or it's hard to let go, right? Change is good. As scary as it can be, change is good. It's inevitable. We're supposed to, in a lot of ways. This union is off, or maybe we don't want a reunion, or something about this Two of Cups reversed. Something about holistic medicine is right over that. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles down, hope, fear, challenge, and homework right under trash and escape and controlling. So, yeah, I don't feel like there's any anchor, or this could be like an ending of a soul family, or a biological family. It could be either way, right? It could be like the family's off, or whatever that is. But here it's saying the over worrying and whatever, it is what it is. People just need to heal and balance, and healing takes time, right? It takes time. It doesn't happen in a week. It doesn't happen in a month. Sometimes it takes years. So, the patience thing, is kind of sticking out to me here. Show me what I need to see and we can move on with this. Hello, everybody. Tapping in and out. Show me. Okay. Everything I say in these cards, before I even pull these, it's about, breaking toxic ties, or not dealing with certain lies or toxicity in your family or home anymore, right? Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands down, or Princess of Wands. Okay, this was the Princess of Wands. This still holds the meaning I told you, but I'm sorry, I haven't used this deck in a long time. It still has the same meaning, as I said, but now I have Queen of Wands down, clarifying the Knight. So what this is saying is, the messages or the action and things that have happened or is happening quickly, by the way, this horse is actually facing the reading. So that tells me that this queen does not like. There's action happening. There's something aggressive, possibly. I'm only getting that because it's a fire energy. But yeah, something about they're not taking action, or they don't want to. They don't want to. Somebody. Is someone out there afraid to heal? I wonder if that's just a little side note for someone. It can be scary to let it out, but it's like so relieving. It's incredible. I went through it, man. I went through the dark night of the soul for many years. It's only now that I'm starting to really come out of it. Daughter of Swords down in the past. This has to do with, yeah, I feel like there was a lot of lies and toxicity with the Seven of Wands down over here, or Swords over there. But I feel like they didn't stand in their truth. It was a very unwise thing someone said, or a way that they think, or something like that. And I feel like somebody kind of abandoned ship there, maybe, possibly, or didn't want it anymore, or something. I don't know. You can place that. Show me. I need a bunch of cards, please. Where are we going with things? Where are we going with this? Ten of Pentacles down again. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Whatever family dynamic this is, it's kind of gone awry. Yeah, the messages and all that has stopped. The abuse of it, the BS of it, the messaging, maybe the chatter. It depends on all of your situations and where you are in the story, right? But it's just, again, it's talking about, there's some sort of community unity or something, possibly, for some. Yeah, Four Swords down, holistic medication. Again, another card representing healing, aside from the temperance that came out. But this one, I feel like, it's almost like no rest for the wicked, I get out of this card sometimes. I feel like some people out there are really, really busy, right? And they haven't worked on things, or they're not working on things. Maybe they're using their busyness as an excuse to not heal, or something even. I wonder. Holistic medication, right over that. And it's funny that it says medication, not medicine. Holistic medicine, holistic, medicinal. Yeah, maybe there's something medicinal about that, right? Holistic medicinal. I have my holistic medicinal license. That's funny, but I do. That's how much shit I've been through. I got my own traumas and tribulations in my life. I've been through a lot of shit. And you probably have too, or you wouldn't even be watching this stuff, more than likely. Come on, show me. You need a bunch of cards. It's funny, they're being very particular. Wish fulfillment. Healing, wish fulfillment, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. It's just what I was talking about. And it's right next to the temperance card. Yeah, wish fulfillment. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. It's all of it, I feel, because it's never easy to heal, but for some of you that follow the angels and all of that, Archangel Michael is represented in that card. Your spirit guides, possibly even, right? Show me. I need a bunch of cards, please. High Priestess just fell out. Yeah, the Peacock. Uh-huh. Nice. So the high priestess, we have, oh yeah, ding, 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 ding. It's landed right on the other one. That one's reversed. This one's up. You know, this is a good kind. I feel like some of you higher vibrationals anyway. I feel like some of you know that there's some accolades coming in, but this is a community or publicly recognized. There's a lot of I kind of like it with the High Priestess card. That's really cool. And Peacock right over it. But controlling is over that. So is somebody trying to over control you? Or are you them? Yeah, somebody filled their own cup in the past. They went for a new beginning. A new beginning from an ending, right? Here's the ending. Shout out to the people that can read the cards backwards, right? And then there's the beginning. Hi, everybody. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Ayanda. Hello. Yeah, and then the lust card, drive, passion, you know. It could be, reflections I'm getting as well somehow out of those. I'm not sure, but I get, like the people, some of yous out there have been maybe reflecting a little bit about the past or whatever, or whoever ended things or moved on or walked away or whatever the hell, right? Here's the Chariot. Maybe they moved. Has to do with movement, right? Horsepower there. Yeah, abuse. Things happen fast. Something about that. Something that was overly done, right? With the High Priestess, moving on, moving towards maybe broken home or off family vibes or whatever. Yeah, I feel like that High Priestess moved on for some of you. Happened a while ago, maybe. Three of Swords down. Three things that maybe broke your heart or whatever, or maybe in three ways or three people were involved. I don't know how, whatever. But it's dead center in the reading, and it's like you really like depleted from it. It's like I feel like it's weighing on you too much. Don't let it weigh you down, right? There's still fun and excitement. There's whatever this is, and to have the High Priestess twice here like that, and the controlling, maybe the controlling is getting to you, and you want to move on. It depends on all of you. Yeah, Ten of swords down. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Yeah, getting over the heartbreak of it all. Wish fulfillment is right over this, but so is trash, right? Trying not to worry. We're gonna work on ourselves now, right? Temperance is right over this, right? So we're gonna try, just doing the work. It does take sometimes years, sometimes it's months or whatever. It depends on what we're talking about. But generally on this planet right now, being in the situations, it's all pretty serious stuff that we're all going through in one form or another, right? I was saying that with the death card energy looming over the entire planet right now. Something is ending though. I think you're thinking of ending something. You just don't have the drive anymore for something. You're thinking of leaving something maybe. Nine of Wands reversed with the Death card. Okay, Peacock. Yeah, feeling better. Yeah, you want to feel better. Something's too controlling. Something's I feel like you're starting to spread your peacock vibe there and maybe stand in your own power, ending things. Does that make sense? Because that's kind of what I'm getting, I kind of like it. You know, there was a lot of confusion in the past. There was a lot, it's put everybody in deep thought. Nobody knew what to do, right? Purple right over this, you know? The debauchery of it all. It's old news. It's like, somebody went towards, wish fulfillment and filling their own cup, and I think that's what you want to do. I think that's what you want to do. Yeah. The Nine of Swords with the Four Cups. Abuse right over this. Put you in deep thought. Whatever this is, it's a nightmare situation, or it's just causing you a lot of anxieties, or maybe, nail biting, right? I've never been there before. Yeah. 10 of Wands down. Yeah, dealing with the storms, dealing with it. It's like you really don't want this, or somebody doesn't. Holistic medication, so it's not healthy. Something's not healthy. They need to work on their health, or working on your own happiness is definitely a way to be healthy. That's like absolutely, if anybody's questioning it, yeah. I think they're thinking of leaving something behind because it's not so healthy anymore. There was a lot of false hope there. Maybe it was it was a good idea at one point, but maybe we're outgrowing things, It's going to depend on all of you. All right, who's your horses? I got a bunch. I only needed 2, but I got another 6 of Wands. Ding, 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 ding. Someone is in the public eye here. Magician, Mother of Pentacles, Son of Pentacles down. All right, so everything I say in these cards has to do, making boundaries, restrictions, taking control, having the advantage and standing strong in it, right? Decisions, but don't get too close to that flame because you'll get burned, right? So, anywho, where was yeah, right here. Yeah, 6 of Wands down, or this one's up. So was that one. Yeah, definitely somebody is in the public eye or in the community being recognized. Maybe some of you are coming into some kind of an award ceremony, or, maybe going to be in the newspaper, or I don't know. I feel like there's more to this, but it's another victory yes card. So, anywho, yeah, that butterfly spreading its wings, right? Remember when I was talking about shedding the skin, the snakes? Well, we can grow from the cocoon, right? So I feel like this energy and this butterfly is the rebirth of it all. I like it, I do like it. Where was it? Oh, over here. It is the hope, fear, challenge, and homework, but it's in the cards, baby. It's in the cards. And then the 10 of Pentacles down with the no security net. I think it's hard, and it's going to be the hope and fear. Maybe you want to leave, but you don't know what else to do. Maybe you're kind of, I don't know, it's going to depend on all of you, right? You are the creator of your life. I love it. The Magician, right? Peacock right over this, right? Proud, I feel. Not really, you don't have the drive for it anymore, but you're making something happen out of it. You're taking control of it, whatever it is. You're managing money well, more than likely. This is very, look how, like, concerned, I feel that came to me, but it's nurturing, it's caring, it's, of the coin, right? But it's managing it as well. Now, I do see like a mother-daughter thing here as well. So that may be for some people, or father-daughter, or mother-daughter, or whatever. Son of Pentacles down here. Yeah, I don't think you want this opportunity anymore. It's just, there's a lot of jealousy, there's a lot of, stuff. I think you're just going to be going through the motions of it in the next couple weeks, but we're going to use my Viking deck now and get a little deeper and get some clarification, and all of that, just find out more answers, because it seems like some of you, this is going to be quite the big decision. Others of you, it may not be so much. So, you're going to have to face it. whatever. 9 of Swords down. Yeah, feeling better. Somebody in the past, this is purple. Somebody was feeling better, but then I don't think it's the same energy because somebody wasn't standing in their truth and they didn't want to reflect and they didn't want to do what was right or say what, I don't know, something like that. There was an ending in the past. Some people were furious, right? They weren't red with anger, they were purple or something, possibly. You know, show me. I need a bunch of cards, please. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles is abundance. This was done in a big way, whatever that means. It could be abundance with money, but I have 10 of Pentacles down right under it. So that is telling me there's no anchor, there's no stability, but here, you know, yeah, I think people are over the abuse of it all. You know, is this about word witchery? Is it about, when you speak really bad about people and you actually cast spells with your words, when that happens, right? Hi everybody, Grand Rising. Yes, Grand Rising. Come on in. Welcome to the fam. King Wand, yeah, taking charge, I think you've had enough. This could be like a little sense of independence or, maybe self-employment or a leader or a boss, manager, something like that. Holistic medicine right over it. You just don't have the drive anymore. People need to heal. There's no rest for the wicked. I feel like there's, some people, I don't feel like it's healthy. It's too much. That's whatever that is. Okay. Sometimes when I channel, it's like it comes out so fast, I can't even keep up. So my words get all mumbled and jumbled. And 10 of Cups down. Yeah, the unhappy home. But you have the 9 of Cups here, which is wish fulfillment, and healing. I like it. I'm going to show it to you upright so you can see the card. But yeah, the family dynamic, there's wish fulfillment and healing. People are trying to escape and other people are trying to heal or something like that. I need a bunch of cards, please, Spirit. Where are we going with this? Six of Swords down. King of Pentacles. Yeah. People are dealing with it. See, we got the 6 of Wands up. We got the 6 of Swords down. So that's a very dual energy. Somebody's dealing with the storms, so to say. And then someone is kind of not. I don't know. Strutting their stuff like a peacock. Feeling proud and feeling good. There's something a little magical in that, And with the High Priestess card, some of you may be mystics or spiritualists or a little witchy. That's cool. However you want to say it, it's all the same thing. Anywho, King of Pentacles is king of your coin. So you got the Queen of Pentacles here, and you got the King of Pentacles here. There's a divine counterpart. I like it. It could be a mom, dad. It could be whoever it is. I feel like it's a couple, right? 5 of Cups down, letting go of all the disappointments and all. It's in the past, the abuse. There's a lot of movement around this. There's a lot of things happening. There could be travel, something about travel going on, Libra. But they're against this High Priestess, whoever that person is. Maybe they don't believe in this, or they don't care, or whatever that is. I don't know, but who gives a shit? People need to fucking heal, and that's the way it is. I don't know. All right, hold on. Now we have the 6 of Cups. Yeah, it's all about, family memories, kids, growing up, the hood, childhood. It's all like, it's all combined. It's right dead center in the reading. Three of Swords down with the, this happened a long time ago, whatever this is that we're trying to get over. I feel like for some of you, it was a long, long, long time ago, but some of you, it may just have been a few years or whatever. Everything I say in these cards has to do with really being in deep thought, really thinking about things. I feel like some of you are even assessing things, and I'm feeling like the Seven of Pentacles kind of vibe from that as well. Like you're really trying to plan and figure out, because things are ending, and where are we going from here, kind of thing. Hi, everybody. That's funny, Harriet. That's funny, isn't that funny how this stuff works? Good to see you listening, by the way. Yeah, feeling better, healing, getting over the worries. Some people may be worrying too much out there. It's a wasted energy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's a waste of energy. All you can do is think of how we're going to shape the future from whatever it is that we have anxiety or whatever we're stuck in to move forward from, right? That's, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. You know, there was, I feel like some people were pretty cruel to each other there. There's probably still some cruelty and brutality going on behind, I don't know if it's closed doors or closed gates or whatever, but it is an ending here. This is feeling better, right? Rebirthing from it, Whoops. Sorry, I dropped my card. If I can reach it. But yeah, this card. It's brief affair. This just kind of fell. I don't know where this came from. Look at the arguing. Something happening quick. Somebody fight, was that like something in the past? Yeah. So anywho, where was I? Here. So yeah, there's no illusion anymore. People are trying, I feel like some people have so much on their plate they want to drop some things. You know, they want to make things right. They want to, they just want to feel better. There was some confusing energies and some deep thought there that, the processing of some of these things that we go through, some of these different traumas and tribulations, it takes time to process the stuff so we can heal, as well. So try and be patient with it because some things take longer than others, right? And it depends on what we're talking about. Yeah, the broken marriage or home. This could be divorce or something. Four of Wands down. It was a nightmare. Somebody's holding on to the divorce or the nightmare or the bad news of it or something. They're holding on too much. We need to let it go. We need to let it go. They're somebody. It's like selling a pipe dream. I'm not sure how that's going to fit in, but again, the Hermit is another card of how unhealed people are. But I hear that some people out there may be like, what are you talking about healing? I don't need to heal. I'm fine, kind of a thing. Or I don't have time. I'm too busy. Or I don't know how do you heal from this? Or, any of that could be in that card there, but dealing with the storms, dealing with it, the Two of Cups down, the off union or whatever that is. Yeah, it's painful. That's the hope, fear, challenge, and homework. I hope it's not a hope, hope for pain, hope, maybe some people did hope for it, or something, but I'm going to get out of that energy. I didn't like that coming in. There is a lot of publicity here or something in the community being highlighted again, you know, with the 10 of something about, but there's a victory there all day long, right? There's accolades, there's congratulations. I do feel like some of you out there could be like in the newspaper, on the news, or something, maybe getting a promotion or taking a big chance that's victorious for you down the road somehow. I mean, it's going to play out so differently for you. All right, I'm going to switch off now and we're going to get a couple of these. These are my, I don't know the name. I really don't know the name. Um, they're like a mystical, angelical, mystical, whatever deck. I love the artwork, but they're old and some of the cards are burned, but I know it and I don't care because I like it. Celebration, let go and have some fun. Somebody is going away somewhere or traveling, maybe to a party or, so I just heard ocean for somebody, but it doesn't matter where. I do feel like there's some gaiety coming up and all of that. Taking a leap of faith, yeah, leaving things behind. I am feeling like there are a lot of endings and a lot of beginnings in around you, Libra. Enlightenment, spiritual growth. This would be the High Priestess card, in tarot, if you ask me. Some people are becoming very enlightened. They're really starting to embrace their own selves and spirituality, and it's very confusing in these times, yeah? With all this stuff that we kind of have to unlearn and relearn, like everything we were taught was wrong, it seems, or some shit. Anywho, it's very confusing, or can be. Face your fears, release the powerful fear. Yeah, don't be scared. No worries. There's that burn I was talking about, but whatever. So don't be scared. Go for it. Have that childlike wonder and take a risk. It seems like, you know, wherever you're going, right? With that celebratory energy and taking that leap of faith, I love it. It's just, it's telling you like it's a good omen, right? Now I'm going to switch decks. I'm going to give you a Hidden Realms deck. I mean, card. Sorry, the pillow I'm sitting on keeps moving. So I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm taking the one on the bottom when I get a bunch of cards. That's what I do. The Ringmaster of Scrutiny. Yeah, I'm feeling that controlling. Maybe this controlling is scrutinizing, micromanagement. Yeah, that just came to my ear. This is about discernment, clear vision, and details. It's the number 9 for those who care. I do love the lore and the trivia. I'm going to read it out of this book here for you. So check it out. Yeah. The Ringmaster of Scrutiny is all about the details. Look closely and pay attention to the smallest elements of what's being presented to you on your path. In these details, not the broad strokes, that you'll find the breathtaking beauty and perfection in what you observe. This ally is on your side to point to the deeper meaning of what unfolds in your life, and he reminds you that every moment counts. Staying present in this perfect moment, in this perfect moment, observing the minute things leads you to manifest your highest good and greatest desires. Grand gestures are for other times. It's the smallest acts that really count now. Yeah, just be very present in what you're doing, but there's no worries. You have a really good omen around you. I feel like you're leaving something that's kind of boring you, or it just doesn't serve you anymore. You lost interest maybe, or however that is, and now it's telling you to go for it. So I like it. I like it a lot because there's a lot of stuff for you to look forward to, right? Moonstone, number 28, for those who care. Moon cycles. Yeah, some of you might want to pay attention to the moon cycles if you haven't been. What number is this? 28. All right, check it out. Some of you might want to carry this with you on your body or person somehow in the next few weeks. It is time for you to pay attention to the moon and its cycles and what effect they have on your moods. Many of us are very connected to the moon and its energy. And how do you feel during the full moon? Do you feel energized? Do you feel emotional, or do you feel tired? We all react differently to it. When Moonstone appears in your reading, it's a reminder that it may be time for you to go within and tune into what your normal biological rhythms and cycles are. Particularly if you are a woman. Focus your attention inwards today. Try to listen to what your physical body and your intuition is telling you. Perhaps you need to focus more on how you relax and sleep. If you are in need of rejuvenation and a deep, restful sleep, then feel the soft, nurturing energy of Moonstone wash over you as you rest well tonight. So those of you who are like restless sleepers, yeah, put a Moonstone under your pillow or something. It'll help you. It'll help balance that out. That's good to know. I never really knew that. See, that's why I love this shit. Moonstone is associated with the crown chakra. It's an excellent stone to use in meditation and to connect with your own intuition. Nice card. I like it a lot. I'm going to give you yeah, I'm going to give you a rune. Every card has a different picture on the back, so I'll be sure to show you the picture. I love this. This I don't know, because actually I'm going to put them back in. You see that? I'm getting good with that. All right, that's the one. All right, here's the picture. I'm going to see which way it goes. Okay, it looks like a koi fish or some shit, right? Maybe at the bottom of a fountain or something. Well of memories, yeah, well. Remember the wise witches whose lives were cruelly seized. Their spells linger in Edinburgh as the morning dawns peace. Yeah, some of you are witches, some of you are psychics, some of you are mystics. That's a beautiful card, especially with the High Priestess here and the Enlightenment card. You know, I'm liking it. You know, you're on your way to enlightenment. That's what this stuff is all about, right? Ascension and enlightenment and growth. Those are your messages, Libra. You have a lot of good omens coming for you. I like it a lot. Don't be scared. Take a leap of faith. Yeah, I wouldn't steer you wrong. Not as long as I could ever help it, I'll tell you that. Yeah, it is a gift card. I believe it too. So be cool, man. Be kind, be patient, and just be a good human. I'll see you in a couple weeks with your next messages. I am doing personal readings right now. I put it on one of my posts on my page. How to get in contact me with my email if you're interested. I'm now booking appointments. So let me know, and I'll see you soon. Take care, and auf Wiedersehen.